You don't have to share your trauma to be visible. You don't owe the world your story of pain for them to buy from you. You share what you are comfortable with, and you lead with your value, not your pain. Hello and welcome to Victim to Visionary. My name is Bukola Oriola and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Bukola Oriola Group LLC and a subject matter expert with lived experience, and I help others to start their businesses. So we have been on this series for some time now. This is episode 8. We paused during the holidays, so thank you so much for pausing with me. We are right back in the new year. Happy New Year wherever you are in the world. I think by now everybody is in the new year. So happy New Year. I hope 2026 is treating you good already. Welcome to 2026 and thank you so much for following this series, Victim to Visionary, for those of you who have been following. And if you are just finding out about Victim to Visionary, you are also welcome. I encourage you to go to episode 1 to 7 to go and start from the beginning, especially if you want to start a business and you don't know how to go about it. This series will help you. I use the US as an example, but anywhere in the world that you are, you can start your own business. So today, we're going to be talking about branding and visibility, a topic that can be scary, but trust me, it's not scary. So branding and visibility, helping people find you, is very important in starting business or running any business. You need to have people have a way of finding you, because if people can't find you, they don't know your business exists. How will they be able to patronize you? So branding and visibility is a core element of owning a business or running a business. And at the end of this episode, you'll be able to download the worksheet, Branding and Visibility Planner. Look in the description and that downloadable worksheet will be there for you. And the goal of this episode is to help survivors or those with the lived experience build simple, authentic business, and also help them learn how to go about this and be visible both online and offline. Your business is more than just a logo. Your business is what people feel when they get to interact with you or your business or your product or your service. How does it make them feel? What benefit do they get from your services or your product? That's the element of branding. It's more than just, oh, you have a nice logo. It's more than having a nice logo. It's that connection people have with you that helps them build trust in you and your business, or in whatever it is you are doing or selling. It makes them trust you to say yes to you, to say, okay, I'm going to buy from you. What makes people choose one product over the other is branding. And I will use Coca-Cola and Pepsi for example. Some people prefer Pepsi, but some people prefer Coca-Cola. So it's the branding that makes people choose, which one they want. And interestingly, simple things make people go for one brand or the other. Simple things as, oh, I just like the color, it resonates with me. The color is my favorite color, so I always go to that. I remember there's someone who always called me when I used to drink Coke a lot. She called me Red Carnation because her husband drank Coke too. And she would say, oh, we are the Red Carnation. They are blue, because she prefers, she and her son prefers Pepsi. And Pepsi branding color, of course, is blue. So she will call me Red Carnation and say they are blue. You see, that's somebody choosing brand based on color. So let's look at the 3 elements of a simple brand. Number 1 is your message. What do you want people to know about you? What's the mission behind your work? And an example is, I use the shea butter moisturizer throughout the previous episodes. And in this case, we can say, oh, the shea butter moisturizer helps to moisturize the skin. Not only moisturize the skin, but also softens the skin. So what does that do? When the skin is soft, that is a feeling that somebody will get. And really, my shea butter moisturizer from A1 Hair and Skincare, when you use it, it makes your skin soft. I've had people say that to me because it's something that they feel. When I go to events as a vendor, I usually have a sample that I open and ask people to scoop, and they test it. So when they scoop and test it, they're like, wow, I like the feel, I like the smell. So, those are elements of branding. Or another example is, we talked about coaching. What does your coaching do? It uplifts women, it uplifts girls, it uplifts boys. It helps people to know how to stay organized or whatever it is. Moving on to number 2, your look. Your look is very important. Choose 1 to 2 colors you like. What color do you like? Some people like orange, green, blue, yellow, pink, black. It's usually good to keep it within 2 colors. Don't do more than 2 colors for simplicity. So pick 1 or 2 fonts also that you will be consistent with in your design for your logo especially. You already pick your 2 colors, then you pick 2 fonts, so that across the board, people start recognizing that font and the colors with you, with your brand. That's how you start creating brand awareness in the mind of people to know you. And you can use Canva to make free logo or flyer. Thank God for Canva. Whoever came up with Canva, God bless that person. Also, keep it clean, clear, and true to you. Don't make it too much. Don't allow too much to be going on. Keep it clean. And the third one is your voice. How do you speak? Are you the one that is calm? How do you speak in person versus online? Are you the one that is calm? Are you the one that is fun or very energetic? Be you. If you are the calm one, don't struggle to try to be energetic. If you are the energetic one, don't let anybody make you conform. Be you. If you are the fun one, be you. Just people connect with authenticity. Don't try. Somebody can inspire you, but stay true to who you really are. Be you is more powerful than trying to be somebody else. All of this is part of what you can use to make your brand. And then be consistent in how you show up. Business is a structured enterprise. So you can't just like randomly show up whenever, however. No, you must be consistent. Consistency is key in keeping your brand in front of the people, in making people remember that your brand exists to be able to buy from you. And where should you be visible? You can be visible online and offline. Online, you can choose social media. Open a free social media account. You can pick 1 or 2 that you think that you are already on and start sharing about your business. And then offline, word of mouth, going to events, going to small gatherings is very important. Sometimes those events are not free. You have to pay. And mind you, when you pay to go sell at an event or to exhibit at an event, it is part of business expense that you can write off at the end of the year for your taxes. So pay what you can afford. You don't have to go to every event. You don't have to go to an event that is beyond what you can afford. And another is website. You don't necessarily have to have a website if you don't want a website. But I highly encourage that you buy the domain name for your business. Once you register the business, or while you are trying to register that business, look for the domain name for that business and buy it. Even if you are not setting up your website yet, just keep the domain name. I have domain name for my business, the Hewa Hair and Skincare. I have the domain name for that I'm not using yet, but I bought it because when I started as Hewa Botanicals. But when it was time to register it with the US Trademark Office, we had to register as Hewa Hair and Skincare. And I already have the website, so we put the Hewa Botanicals as our website. So technically, I'm still using Hewa Botanicals. But I didn't have Hewa Hair and Skincare.com, so I ran to buy it. Luckily, it was available. So, buy that domain name and just keep it. And you can use it whenever you are ready. And if you want to use it immediately, if you don't want to pay for hosting of a website, because of course, there's another money to pay to host your website. If you don't want to pay for hosting and you just want to have like a one-page website or a simple website that you don't have to pay, go to Google Blogger. Google Blogger is still free. And you can use your custom domain name on Google Blogger, and you can have a website there that is free that you can post on. You can put your product on there. You may not be able to have it like e-commerce, but at least you can still have something. You can still show pictures there and write. And you can still sell from there and give people your Zelle email or PayPal and ask them to pay through that channel. So that is one. And then I'm thinking about healing-centered visibility. You don't have to share your trauma to be visible. You don't owe the world your story of pain for them to buy from you. You share what you are comfortable with. And you lead with your value, not your pain. That is very important in the way you run your business. Think about value versus pain. What value came out of that pain? That value is what you want to project, not the pain. And trust me, some people will want to bring you to your pain. You create boundaries to protect you, to keep you in a healthy space as you run your business. And I welcome you again and encourage you to download the branding and visibility planner in the description below to help you define your look, your message, and platform you want to start with. And then we'll be talking about episode 9 in our next episode, which is I'm going to be talking about your business without feeling salesy or fake. how to run your business, or how to talk about your business without feeling salesy or fake. That is very important because we talk about authenticity, which is very important in how you run your business. Remember, your business doesn't have to be big or fancy. It just has to be you. Be your authentic self and go ahead and rock your business. Until next time, again, I'm Bukola Oriola. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you in episode 9. God bless you and bye-bye.